In today's video, we are bringing you the top hotels on the Las Vegas Strip that bring you the most value for your money. Now, these are in no particular order, and some of them are going to be budget hotels, some of them are going to be that mid-priced range, but all of them are going to have something about them that give you more bang for your buck. And we're starting off at Resorts World. Now here, you can be at a luxury hotel, but pay prices that are much less than some of the other luxury hotels on the Strip. Resorts World is the newest hotel on this list, opening up in June of 2021, and you do feel it throughout the property, starting with the room here. Now, there are 3 different hotels at Resorts World. There's Hilton, Conrad, and Crockford's. We are showing you Hilton today because this is where we think you can get the best value. Now, these rooms are kind of a standard size at 400 square feet, but everything feels so brand new, including the bathrooms here. They are spotless. They just feel like they have paid attention to detail in here and just squeaky clean, brand new feeling. So the rooms here really do provide that value to you. The pools here are absolutely incredible. The first time that we stayed at Resorts World, we were blown away. We didn't know what to expect here. And they have several different pool areas over a 5.5 acre complex. You're gonna find family-friendly pools, an adult-only infinity pool, and a cabana pool. There's something for everybody here. And of course, you will find food and beverage here as well. Speaking of value, Resorts World recently announced that they are dropping their parking fees through August 28th. Now, I hope that other hotels will follow, and we will keep you posted if they do. I do appreciate the casino area here at Resorts World just because the layout's so easy. It's just a big rectangle, wide aisleways to walk through. It's not a lot of trying to find your way around through meandering paths. You'll find the famous food street eats. This was kind of the first of the food hall concepts that came to Las Vegas. And they also have this area called the District, which is kind of off of the casino. You're going to find some additional restaurants as well. This is a sports bar, the Dog House, and you will find some really high-end, nice restaurants throughout the hotel. Now, if you want great breakfast, you can come to Suns Out, Buns Out, where you can get a nice egg sandwich. And while you're at it, be sure to head next door because you are going to find a lovely Randy's Donut, so you can get your treat before you head back to the casino after eating breakfast. If you are headed to the convention center, you can use the Vegas Loop to get there. Resorts World was built where the Stardust used to be, so you will see tributes paid to Stardust throughout the property. The biggest drawback to Resorts World is the location. You are at the far north end of the Strip, and so it makes it a little more inconvenient. Next, we have the Link Las Vegas. This budget hotel is all about fun and party vibes, and it is in a great location on the Strip. 5 years ago, the Link might have made it on a worst Las Vegas hotels list for me. I did not like it, but they have done a lot of work to improve the property, including remodeling the rooms. Now, these rooms are still tiny. They're about 280 square feet, but they are dirt cheap, starting at $23 a night, and even the weekend rates are pretty great. They are small, but they made really good use of the space that they do have in here, and I think they have kind of a modern and kind of minimalist feel to them. If you're just looking to sleep and shower in your room and you don't need the luxuries or the extra space, this room can be perfect for you. It's a really good value for $23 a night. The pool at the Link kind of surprised me because at the surface level, it's pretty dumpy, but they did a lot here to make it fun and interesting. So first you have some rooms that walk right out into the pool area. You're gonna pay a lot more than $23 for that room, but you have direct access to the pool area. The pools are more like wading pools. You can't actually really swim in them, but it's great sort of for that party atmosphere. And in the summertime, it gets really busy here. You also have direct access onto the Link Promenade. They have a decent casino area. They did open it up when they remodeled it more recently, so it does feel a little more airy. It used to be really low ceilings and kind of closed off, and they added some bars throughout that just kind of make it more like a party atmosphere. And I love what they did in the sportsbook area, making it kind of a loungy area for people to come hang out and watch the game. One of the bars I really like is called Rematch. It opens up to the Las Vegas Strip on the outside, and in the evenings they have a DJ playing. It's very lively in there. There are some decent food options here, like Hash House A Go-Go. This is a must-try in Vegas at least once. Now, Guy Fieri has his Vegas kitchen and bar. Try the trash can nachos. They were actually pretty good. You can go to Buddy's Jersey Eats for a food truck experience. There are several other places to try out as well. Now, while you're here, you gotta check out O'Shea's. This is like a casino within a casino. If you know, you know. Disco Show is a new experience here at the Link Las Vegas. It's an actual show, but you can come in here to this little bar area, and it's kind of designed to be like a New York subway experience. You can also go upstairs and eat at the Diner Ross. There is an interior walkway that takes you over to Harrah's. You can also catch the monorail from the Link. Now, right between Link and Harrah's, you'll find Carnival Court. This is a great place to come watch live music and grab a drink right on the strip. You also have the Link Promenade here. It's a great place to come and have additional dining options, shopping, entertainment. The Link Promenade is a fun place to people watch as well. At the end of the Link Promenade, you'll find the High Roller. This is an observation wheel. You get some incredible views from up here. The Link is in an awesome location, but if you want to get up and down the strip, you can do that using the monorail. There is a station here. Next up is Flamingo Las Vegas. Now, just a few years ago, this budget hotel would not have made my list, but they have been making improvements. They've added a few new restaurants, and they just completed a remodel of the Go Pool. Flamingo is in a great location. You are next door to the Link, right on the other side of the Link Promenade, which we showed you in the last segment. Now, the rooms here start at 350 square feet. I do recommend that if you're going to stay here, try to get a Flamingo room. These might cost a little bit more, but these have been more recently remodeled, so you're going to get newer and more modern furniture in here. And I love some of the amenities that kind of just look like you're at the Flamingo with the artwork and some of the decor in here. One of the highlights of the Flamingo has to be the pool area. You do have two different sections. You have the family area and then you have the adults area. So this is part of the family pool, the beach club. You have that little area with the slide and then just a bigger pool area. But just be aware, you are going to hear the noise from this. This is the Go Pool. This is the new remodeled section that I mentioned. Now, this is 21 and over. It is not quite like a day club, but you do have to show ID to get in here. It is a lot of people, very loud, but if this is your thing and you are here to party, this could be the perfect place for you to come and hang out and spend your summer afternoon. I did mention that this is a new pool and they have remodeled it, but there's still a lot of places around the hotel that you're going to find that feel sort of old school Vegas, but some of them do need a little bit of work. You are in a great location, and I love how you can enter the casino right from the strip. However, this casino probably needs a little bit of love. It is just one of those kind of lower ceilinged, kind of closed in casinos, and it could probably use a remodel here in the near future. But they do have a nice sportsbook area, and you can tell that they are starting to make some improvements, and you'll see some of that upcoming in this segment. So while you're at Flamingo, you absolutely have to go check out the Flamingo Habitat. They not only have real flamingos here, but you're going to see other wildlife, like you'll see ducks and koi fish and turtles swimming around the area. It's really kind of a different thing to see in Las Vegas and not what you would expect. Now, there are some great restaurant options here, like the Steakhouse Bugsy and Meyer to check out. I sort of feel like Bugsy and Meyer is a little underrated because the food is actually really good, and I think it ranks up there with some of the other steakhouses that get more credit. You do have some cheaper food options. They do have a food hall here. Carlos and Charlie's is not a great Mexican restaurant, but a fun place to come and hang out and maybe get drinks. They do have several show options here: Pip the Magic Dragon, the RuPaul's Drag Race, and yes, Wayne Newton still performs in Las Vegas at Flamingo. If you're looking for something a little naughty, they have the X Burlesque. I did mention that Flamingo is in a great location. You have Caesar's Palace right across the street from you, Link on one side, and the Cromwell on the opposite side. But if you want to go up and down the strip, you do have a monorail station that is attached to this property. The reason that we added this to our best value list hotel is because some of the additions that they have put in here in the last couple of years. So first of all, you have Gordon Ramsay Burger. This opened up earlier this year and it is right on the strip. You do have some outdoor patio seating, or you can choose to eat indoors. This place is huge and they have some incredible burgers. I had never tried this place. They have one over at Planet Hollywood, but this was our first time and I really enjoyed the food here. The second place that opened up more recently is Pinky's by Vanderpump. So this is Lisa Vanderpump's third restaurant in Las Vegas, and it does not disappoint. They put a lot of effort into really fitting this into the Flamingo theme. The ambiance in here is amazing. We were able to come in here during one of our live streams and just got a couple of drinks, but wow, the drinks were great, the service was great, but I love the ambiance here. It is perfection for the Flamingo. And finally, the much awaited Havana 1957 opened up recently along with the Cortadito Coffee House, and we just had such a great experience. Everything from the drinks to the food was amazing, but I cannot get over this whole restaurant concept. We have eaten at Havana 1957 in Miami and we loved it each time we've been there. So we had to try this place out and it did not disappoint. Your food's going to be incredible, but what I love about it is that the ambiance is great and you can see live music playing in the evenings. It's amazing. Now we have Planet Hollywood. This hotel has great size rooms. It's in an awesome location, and a bonus is having the Miracle Mile shops attached to it. Planet Hollywood is sort of a mid-level hotel, but sometimes you can get some incredible rates here. You feel like you're paying budget prices, but getting a much nicer hotel for that price. Starting off with the rooms here, they come in at 450 square feet for the basic room, which is a decent size. Now I know I say $27 starting price during midweek. That's not always going to be the case, but if you look hard enough and search on the right days, you can find prices that low. So it feels like you're staying at a budget hotel, but it's a pretty good room for what you get at $27. You even get an empty refrigerator. The one cool thing about Planet Hollywood rooms is that you do actually have a separate bathtub from the shower. That is totally not typical in a room at this price point in Las Vegas. While the pools themselves are not necessarily the best I've seen in Vegas, I really think it's kind of a fun environment with some grassy kind of play areas that they have around. You're going to see some kind of long games going on. You do have one adults only pool and then one family pool. And one of the things that they have here you won't find anywhere else is that they have the only flow rider in Las Vegas that I know of. The casino area here is very spacious, very high ceilings. They go up to a second level because they do have an area with a balcony with some restaurants up at that balcony level, so you can kind of get a view of the whole casino area. One of the reasons you get great value here at Planet Hollywood is that there are restaurant options at so many different price points. You have Hollywood Cafe, it's like your diner, open late night, Gordon Ramsay Burger. Now you do have Carmela Italian Restaurant, which is brand new. We don't have footage of that yet though. P.F. Chang's is here, and this is right off of the strip. Earl of Sandwich, this is a great place to get cheap eats. They have some of the most amazing sandwiches. It's a must if you come to Planet Hollywood. If you want to overlook the strip, you can sit outside at Cabo Wabo. And then you do have Yolo's Mexican food here as well. Now, if you go outside, you have Pinup Pizza, and you also have a Chick-fil-A. And yes, this Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays. If you are here on Sundays, just like all of the Chick-fil-A's, never open on Sundays. One of my favorite things about Planet Hollywood is the access to the Miracle Mile shops. So right outside of the casino area, you're going to run into this mall, and you have so many different dining options here at all price points. Really cheap breakfasts in some places and deals throughout the day. But not only that, you have just shopping. So if you want to go to the ABC store and load up on things that you may have forgotten, you can do that. They just have normal stores. You need a lipstick, they have a MAC store. You forgot some sunglasses, well, go pick up a pair. Now also here is Rosa Mexicano, which is a newer Mexican restaurant, and it does overlook the strip as well. Next up, we have Mandalay Bay. In my opinion, this is one of the most underrated hotels in all of Las Vegas. For a reasonable price, you're going to get a luxury hotel. You're not going to be paying the luxury prices that you see elsewhere on the Strip. You're going to get a really nice room. You have one of the nicest pool areas in all of Las Vegas, and you have a massive, wide open casino area. This is one of those hotels where you are getting luxury, but you're not paying the luxury prices for it. Starting off with the rooms. Now, this is a Resort King room. This is the basic standard room, and it comes in at 550 square feet, which is larger than a lot of the hotel rooms in Las Vegas. You have a great sized bathroom. They all have double sinks, a separate bathtub and shower, and a separate room for your toilet. One thing to note is that if there is a Raiders game or something else big at Allegiant Stadium, you will expect to pay a lot more money, so try to work your schedule around those types of events if you're trying to save money. Now, the pool area is one of the best by far in Las Vegas. This is the only place where you're going to find a wave pool and one of the few hotels with its own lazy river. Be sure to bring your floats from home. You can blow them up there. They also have different areas that have sand because this is supposed to be a beach experience, hence the wave pool. There are a lot of different pool areas that you can take advantage of here, some for families, some for adult only. They do have a day club as well. When you walk into the casino at Mandalay Bay, you immediately notice how open the casino feels. There aren't tiny little walkways. You have expansive areas to walk through. The slot machines and the table games are nice and spread apart, so you don't feel like you are just running into people all the time. A great casino area, high ceilings. You don't really smell the smoke in here at all. And if you are here to watch the game and you want to place some bets, they do have a really nice sportsbook area that has lots of seating for you to just hang out, get a drink, and watch the game. Now, if you're looking for some kind of fun activities, they do have Swingers Golf Club. This is a mini golf area. It used to be adults only. They just recently opened it up for kids, so you can bring your families and play some miniature golf here. You have a variety of food options here, everything from high-end. You have Mediterranean, sushi, Italian, a steakhouse, but you also have some sort of mid-range and lower-end food choices as well. They do have a food court here. They have a couple of cafes and a noodle shop that come in at a lower price point. And if you are looking for bars, you're going to find different bars throughout. There is one right in the middle of the casino that actually has live music that comes in throughout the week. And you also have two locations here at Mandalay Bay where you can go up into the 63rd or 64th floor and catch some views of the city. The location is the one drawback to this property. It's at the far south side of the Strip, and this is probably why the prices come in cheaper for the most part. But you do have a tram that takes you to Excalibur, and then you can walk across to MGM Grand and catch the monorail to get further up the Strip. In addition to the restaurants and bars that are inside of the casino area, you have a few places that are available here at the shops at Mandalay Bay. So these shops are actually the connecting walkway that takes you from Mandalay Bay to the Luxor next door, but they put these shops, restaurants, and bars in here. So you can find things like this Prohibition 1923 bar, which is set up to look like an old-timey speakeasy type of bar. But they have a lot of different restaurants like this Irish pub here, and they have burgers, pizza, Mexican food. You can also just pick up some things in a shop if you maybe forgot something or wanted to do a little souvenir shopping. There are a variety of entertainment options here for you, starting with Michael Jackson 1. This is a Cirque du Soleil show here, and it is highly rated. Now, if you're looking for live music, you do have the Rhythm and Riffs bar that brings in bands, but you also have House of Blues that brings in named artists. Santana is known to play here often. He has a residency of sorts here, and a new show just introduced is Bob Marley Hope Road. If you are going to be here for a Raiders game or in another event at Allegiant Stadium, this is the right spot because you can just take the walkway. It takes you directly over to Allegiant Stadium. Next up is Luxor. This is a great value hotel because you can stay in a pyramid and get a nice room in there, or you can choose to pay a few dollars extra and stay in a tower room. And those tower rooms, you don't feel like you're staying in a budget property. They're really nice. And on top of that, there's a great pool at Luxor. And I mean, who doesn't want to stay in a pyramid in the middle of the desert? It's got great theming going on.
At Luxor, you can get some really great rates on room nights, but it comes with a nice luxurious room. Now this room in particular is a tower room. These are a little more expensive than the pyramid rooms, but there are a lot of nights where you might just pay $10 more a night to get this tower room. And it does come in at 450 square feet, and it is a nice, clean, somewhat modern room. You do have a lot of space in here. The bathroom actually has a separate tub and a shower. You don't have a double sink area, but it is a nice big space. It is larger than a lot of other bathrooms that you will find in a budget type hotel. But if you are unable to swing the extra cost for the tower room, you can stay in a pyramid room, and these are also very decent. 420 square feet. You do have a lot of space. I feel like the bathroom is the area where it doesn't feel as modern, but it is a good room. For being a budget hotel, the Luxor has a great pool area. They have 3 large pools, a lot of deck space, plenty of free lounge chairs for you to use. The only thing I would suggest though is if you do need shade, you might want to rent a day bed. There is not a lot of shade in the free lounge chairs. You don't see a lot of trees or other opportunities for shade. So the only way to get an umbrella is to rent a day bed or to get a cabana. But the pool area is great. They do have a DJ that comes out on the weekends, and they do have a pool party on Sundays. You are in a pyramid, so as you are walking around, you're going to see some architectural details that will remind you that you are in a pyramid. Now, the casino area just got new carpet, so it's kind of a refreshed area. You do have the Centra bar that is right in the middle of the casino, and I think it just breaks the whole area up quite nicely. And the Centra bar has a DJ at night, so it brings a real lively atmosphere to the casino. On the mezzanine level, you have the Bodies exhibit, Titanic, King Tut exhibit, and there's also a showroom where you'll find the Fantasy and you will find a Carrot Top. But don't forget that the Blue Man Group also plays at the Luxor. You can also try out Play, which is an adult playground, and that's also on the mezzanine level. Also up here is where you're going to find Diablo's Cantina. This is a Mexican restaurant. Highly recommend you come get a margarita, chips and salsa. The food is pretty decent. But there are other restaurants here like Public House, Tender Steakhouse. Now this is a really underrated steakhouse. People who come here absolutely love it compared to other higher priced steakhouses. And one of our favorite places to come and grab a late night snack is Backstage Deli. It's open 24 hours a day. And then back up on the mezzanine level, you also have this food court. So if you want to just grab a quick bite, you can come up here and do that. And there are also a couple of Starbucks on the property. Now, as I mentioned, you have this Centra bar and lounge. It's right in the middle of the casino, but you're also going to find several other bars throughout the casino area. When I showed you Mandalay Bay, you saw the walkway that goes from Mandalay to Luxor, but there's another one that takes you from Luxor to Excalibur. And of course, you do have the tram here that goes from Mandalay Bay to Luxor all the way to Excalibur. So those were our top 6 hotels on the Las Vegas Strip that we feel offer you the most value for your money. Do you have others that you would add to this list? Drop a comment and let us know. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.